Hi my Cancer friends, hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Simone, psychic medium, tarot reader and intuitive, and yes, today it's a reading for the sign of Cancer. So what does Cancer have to think about in the area of love? What's going on in Cancer's love life, I wonder? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going on here. What I would like to do is use the zodiac cards and one or two others. Let's mix it up a little bit and see what Spirit would like to offer you. Alright, so first card out is the eclipse in Capricorn, and for you Cancers, you're being offered a new direction about re-evaluating your love life. Next card is Aries, eclipse in Aries, and it's a boost to relationships through teamwork and compromise. Okay, the last card is the moon in Gemini, and it's shall I go or shall I stay? So your question about relationship has got a lot to do with if you can find a way of compromising during this time that you're going through at the moment. Can you compromise with your partner? Can you find a way through with each other? And you know, your next card is should I stay or go? Moon in Gemini, indecision. Well, you know, it takes time to become at one with a decision, because your head, heart and your mind have to align, and that takes time. It's a process. It's not something that just happens really quickly. I mean, yes, you can make a decision really quickly, of course, but it doesn't mean that your feelings and your mind are going to line up as one, and therefore you're absolutely certain about your decision. No, this is indecision, and whilst there's indecision, you need to let the process take place so that you can figure things out, so that you can figure out what you really mean. Okay, so and the other card that we had here was the eclipse in Capricorn, which suggests a new direction, but it doesn't mean you have to leave the relationship behind. It just means that you have to be certain. You have to be pretty much sure of what it is you want as an outcome, and then work towards that. So it really is all about trying to find that compromise, Cancer. So let's see where we are with this, where you're heading, what you want to do, and with your new direction. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, justice, balance, fairness. It wants equality. It wants your new direction to feel right, absolutely 100% balanced. Your judgment is correct. Okay, and it is quite important that things be fair at the moment, because on some level you're feeling they're not, that you're not perhaps being heard. Perhaps you're feeling like your partner isn't contributing enough. It also gives me a feeling here of some of you having to deal with a person or people that you love who are perhaps not able to physically or mentally look after themselves at the moment. So it does lie in your hands, if you like, to bring in and speak up about the fairness, speak up a little bit about how you are coping with this, not to upset the other person, but just to find the balance. And here we go, another major arcana card for you, Wheel of Fortune. The wheel must turn, it must turn again. And so when we're looking at balance, we want that wheel most of the time, all the time, to turn in our favour, don't we? And of course it doesn't always. The wheel goes up and it goes down, but destiny is at play here. Things really are out of your hands, and of course we're in this crazy situation which is out of most of our hands anyway. However, what is in your hands is what you can immediately affect, and that is affecting compromise, collaboration, working together. And this is what you need to push as your message at the moment. You're looking at the future, and you want to be sure to get things right. Things have been set in motion, and you just need now to wait. Let the process within you take place so that you can reach your own decision before maybe speaking to a partner on a more serious note, or the person that you love. And here we go. Here's a sense, okay, of the love that you have for people around you. You are a sign of service. You want to do good. You want to be helpful. You want, at this point in time, I feel, to help your partner. But will your partner let you in? Or will you let your partner in? Will you let your partner into this discussion that needs to take place? And I think it's probably going to be unavoidable in reality. So no, this Seven of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles, okay, that suggests here there is a person. It doesn't matter if the partner is male or female. It's the energy of the person, and they are keeping things to themselves at the moment. It could be for very good reasons, that they just don't want to rock the boat at the moment, that they want to hold things together and deal with reality on another day. So they're keeping things to themselves. You may have that feeling that your partner's being a bit shady at the moment. It doesn't necessarily mean they're shady, but I think you're both looking for the right spiritual path, the right material path. And it does feel like both of you want to keep it together. And so therefore you're not really speaking up about what's bothering you, about the relationship. The indecision is something that the indecision comes when another party isn't being decisive themselves and the other person isn't being entirely honest. So a level of honesty does have to come into this situation to balance it out. And that is what's trying to happen now. The major arcanas are saying, yes, things are out of your hands. The wheel of destiny is at play, and it's at play to bring out the fairest outcome for this relationship for you. These are minor arcana cards, which means here, on a personal level, there are things that you can do to make this relationship balance out. It is possible to be happy again, but the conversation needs to take place. Your partner, although this is you being represented in the King of Cups, Cancer, and you're looking towards the future, trying to plan ahead, I feel. Your partner is, in a way, your partner's trying to sort of hold on to the past, might be afraid of moving on, and on another level could be running away right now from what needs to be out in the open, what needs to be discussed. So I think that will come up, and it's more likely to be coming up in the time of Gemini, which is May, June time, where I feel all the things that are being hidden at the moment and the discussion that needs to take place will happen quite naturally. It'll probably be set off by something quite small, in fact. But I think the conversation will happen. There is a thought here for some of you who are at a distance from your partner at the moment, or there is an emotional distance between you. Here, your partner is getting ready to say something to you. It could be done through a long email or a long message of explanation. But ultimately, it really needs to be talked about. It needs to be vocal. You need to be able to see each other's eyes and from there gain further information about what's going on in the background. Let's clarify a bit. So we have a new sense of reevaluating and a new direction that life, the universe, is offering you. Okay, this opportunity to try and get some sort of decision made. Either we're committed to one another, or one of you wants out. Okay, clarify, please, Spirit. Right, here's the decision, the Ace of Swords. And, you know, again, you know, making a decision, like I said, it's a process. It takes a bit of time. Don't rush it. But that's what's really going to be on your mind. And the universe is on your side on this one, because it looks to me like you're the one who actually knows in the end there has to be a decision. So you've got the Four of Cups to clarify, the King of Cups and the Three of Wands. So again, it's like I said, your partner isn't probably in the state of mind right now to really talk. So it feels to me like it's gonna be like this for a little while throughout April. And when we start to come into May, I feel the inner urgency of talking is going to take over, and you're going to feel more confident about approaching the subject as well, by the way. We have Balance here, the Two of Pentacles, to clarify the situation. That you're in two minds here, and you're going to hold back as well. You're going to hold back till you feel you've got that opportunity to address the situation and come to some sort of decision, or try and force some sort of decision. The underlying energy is the Queen of Wands. And you know, the Queen of Wands is a pretty determined queen. This is a pretty determined energy that pushes forwards, that isn't going to be held back, that wants to move into a more established situation, more secure, more lively, more fun, more loving, and a sense of taking care. So, you know, Cancer, it's really, what do you want here? You in the end can effect, you can take control to a certain extent. You can take control of the situation, and it can be a gentle approach to a slightly delicate balance, but you do want to push forwards. You just have to align your mind. And then once you feel you've made up your mind, your heart, your mind are fully in line with each other, then you can push forwards. And Spirit encourages you with another major arcana, strength, courage. Now, some of you may be connecting to a fire sign as well, possibly Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. In which case, if you are connecting with a fire sign, you definitely need to be courageous and be willing to find that inner strength and speak up for yourself about what you're not happy with in the relationship and what you are happy with. Again, that's a balance. It's not about it's not about being negative. It's about speaking up about what is feeling negative to you, all right, to you, but in the grand scheme of things, it may not be that negative after all. So have the courage to speak your truth, Cancer. And if there is something here where you feel somebody's holding back and not being entirely truthful with you, I think you're going to push through for the truth. I do. Yes, you are. 8 of Wands. Communication's going to start up again. You're going to talk from your heart. So even though you may be talking, it will be on perhaps a more shallow level. It could have to do with everyday stuff. Some of it could be important, yes, but generally speaking, it feels like you're not pushing to the heart of the matter till May, mid-May, end of May, June, when then things are more aligned and that indecisive mood feels like it's firming up into a decision connected to the relationship. And that's only a good thing, isn't it? Some of you Cancerians may be wishing as well to come together and live together with your partner. If you're still not quite in that situation yet, then that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a firm offer about the future. You want to be able to rely on your partner. So these serious talks are going to come up, I feel, and I get the sense it's not worth pushing till mid-May, June, when things will make more sense, when you may feel that you can cooperate with each other better. But there's love here. It's just that at the moment it's not overly emotional. It's like there's a lot more thought going on around love and the necessary communication. So I hope that does help you a bit here, my Cancer friends. And thank you for connecting with me. And I will be putting up another reading in the coming days. In the meantime, you can find me at my website. The link is below. So, all right, until we see each other again, I wish you a good week. And now I'm going to try and turn this off. Bye for now.